The president's visit to North Texas was a personal one. He met with veterans and their caregivers at the Fort Worth VA clinic to talk about expanding and improving care for sick military members. President Biden has questioned whether burn pits of military waste in Iraq led to his own son, Beau's, death. Fox 4's DIONNE ANGLIN tells us about the first leg of the White House's unity agenda. DIONNE.
Well, the president put the focus here squarely on military veterans and those who he says for too long have had certain medical needs inadequately addressed. The president arrived here about 4 o'clock this afternoon. His remarks ran roughly 20 minutes long and followed a tour of a VA facility here in Fort Worth. The president says there are efforts his administration is taking to combat an alarming rate of suicide among veterans. He spoke of adding 9 additional respiratory cancers to the list of illnesses within veterans' health care coverage. That in response to scientific research highlighting a possible link between the conditions and toxic fumes from so-called burn pits, a common practice for troops to discard of waste while deployed during combat missions.
We're following the science in every case, but we're also not going to force veterans to suffer in limbo for decades if the science is even if it's evenly divided. When the evidence doesn't give a clear answer one way or another, the decision we should favor is caring for our veterans while we continue to learn more, not waiting. So I directed.
Now, the president also called on Congress to move forward with pending legislation to expand areas of care and coverage for veterans. His resounding theme throughout his remarks here today, we owe you. We owe you. Now, of course, the message from President Biden on the heels of the decision to ban the import of oil from Russia, and while that economic pressure in response to the Russia-Ukraine crisis on the minds of many, there was no mention of the subject from the president here today.